Arm that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Down low, here's Afflalo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
McDaniels kicks to Dawson. To the inside, Caldwell Pope. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Freak dishes to Leonard. Here's Serafin. Misses, and he wants that one back.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
All right, Houston, coming on the court on your own Rockets.
And Rockets head coach Kevin McHale spent some time with us.
When you don't have a dog,
that's an interesting perspective on competitiveness and what happens when you know. Houston making some changes. Dawson's checked in for Capella, and James Harden subbed in for Brewer. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robin Lopez is checked in for Myers Leonard. Porzingis comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. Jared Bayless is checked in for Derek Williams. And Freak subbed in for Russell. We've got Harden, Trevor Ariza out there with Dawson. Then it's Watson, and it's Decker in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Lopez, a screen on Ariza. Here's Porzingis. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Porzingis has got 7 now in this quarter. Rockets leading by 4. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets came through when they needed him to. He had 6 points, and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. It was just a solid outing for him, and one that every coach likes to see.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
Now the pass to Harden. Offline with his 3. Knicks trail by 4. Afflalo kicks to Freak. Porzingis passes to Afflalo. Lopez a screen. Afflalo with it. Now defended by Decker, and that one's good. Freak.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
They set the pick. Leaves the dishes to Harden. Kicks to Watson. Pass to Dawson. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
You know, it looks like they've recalibrated their approach away from trying the 3-ball.
Yeah, they started out a little slow from out there, trying something different now.
Freak passes to Afflalo. Lopez a screen. Lopez sets a screen for Afflalo. Harden grabs the miss.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
That shot wide open. Freak's got 5. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Watson up top. Feeds it to Decker.
Knicks foul call. Aaron Afflalo. That's his first personal foul.
Rockets have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Decker at the line for 2.
That free throw good from Decker. Good on both.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Afflalo. Freak's got it all tied up now for the Knicks. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's McDaniels. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's a tie game here in Houston. And we'll be back right after this.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. First off, shot selection. We're getting high percentage looks, and it's working very well for us, and I like it that we're being very efficient. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. I'll tell you what we're going to use now, the pick and roll. Let's get that play running and run it until they prove they can stop it. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Harden doing it all. He has 14 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And New York looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Derek Williams. And it's Russell in at the guard position. Now Harden. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
New York moving it around. Pass to Porzingis. Right side Russell. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Lopez a screen. Russell kicks to Lopez. Outside Williams. Passes it to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Fades back. Ariza with the rebound. Rockets trail by 3. This one for 3. Count that one. Ariza's got 8 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Freak passes to Porzingis. Good. And the Knicks lead by 2.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Now, here's Watson. He's guarded by Russell. Watson kicks to Dawson. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Watson's got 5 assists tonight.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Russell dishes to Williams. The feed to Freak. To the middle. Tries it from 9. That one wide left.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Dishes it to Lopez. Misses from close range.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Harden outside. The Knicks pull it in. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
An interconference game here, just a 2-game season series.
Yeah, you know, you want to make every game count. Take care of business and give yourself a chance to sweep.
And let's go to our leaderboard. Instant offense is the specialty of these guys. The highest scoring shooting guards of the past month. James Harden is second.
And this is I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
And that's exactly what they do, overwhelm you. This is an aggressive attacking group. Each one of these guys is a one-man wrecking crew offensively.
Brewer is checked in for Houston. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for C.J. Watson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Russell passes to Williams. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Williams can't hit. Houston in the lead. Harden kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Freak. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Russell against Harden, and a wide open look for Freak. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Freak. Guys, what a back and forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Time now for an injury report. Let's find out the news on James Harden. Doris, what do you have?
Hi, guys. Head athletic trainer for the Rockets provided some information for us. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
All right, Doris, and hopefully everything works out for him.
You know, pro trainers have so much available to them at their disposal. If it's nothing serious, he'll be back.
Move the ball, spread their defense, and get our shooters some clean looks.
Houston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. They've got Decker. Watson out there with Harden. Then it's Corey Brewer. And it's Caldwell-Pope in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Aflalo kicks to Williams, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Leonard with the steal. And here's Freak. And it's Seraphin in the corner. Leonard dishes to Freak. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. Leonard the pass to Freak. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's a 5-point New York lead.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Freak kicks to Williams. New York moving it around. There's a screen. Leonard sets a screen for a follow. Back to Leonard. There's the dish to Williams. And the foul called on Kevin Seraphin. That's his first foul. And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. And then for New York, Robin Lopez is checked in for Kevin Seraphin. And it's Porzingis in for Leonard. Flalo against Harden. Top of the key, Decker. They get it again. Capella dishes to Harden. Second shot opportunity, and he gets it to go.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Outside Williams. Here's Freak. Rockets with the rebound. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. Decker passes to Watson. In the corner, it's Brewer. Here's Decker. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Knicks with the lead. And Aflalo kicks to Freak. The Knicks rebound. Lopez. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Watson dishes to Decker. Here's the screen. He kicks it to Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Freak passes to Porzingis. kicks to Freak. He dishes it to Aflalo. It goes straight through with the swish. Aflalo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. And the pass to Porzingis. Williams kicks to Freak. He feeds it to Aflalo. Freak with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And Aflalo bucket on the assist by Freak. Freak's got his 4th assist in this one. Houston's gone 0 of 3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Harden dishes to Capella. That's good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Dawson's checked in for Houston. Ariza comes in for Corey Brewer. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Russell's checked in. Lopez a screen. The drive by Russell. Pass to Lopez. Stolen by Harden. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
It's been a nice game for Ariza. He's got 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be. And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. 1 possession game now.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the jam by Derek Williams.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
All right, Houston, coming to the court. Your own Rockets power dancer. Give it up.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kevin McHale had some advice for the team in that last break. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
It's Harden with the drive. It's tipped. Williams against Harden. 1:30 left to play in the final quarter. Freak kicks to Williams. To the wing on the left. Lopez, a screen on Ariza. And it's Russell missing. Rockets trail by 5. Now, here is Harden. To the left wing. Watson for 3. And the shot is good.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Oh, an illegal screen there, one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it, and you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
All right, Houston, coming to the court. Your own Rockets power dancer. Give it up.
Harden outside. To tie it up. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
Take up.
44 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so too. Lopez a screen. Inside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Freak, you're the guy. Good screen. Tight passes now. We need to get freaking clean look. Execute, and let's put them away.
Two seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Harden. Another miss by Houston. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Here's Dawson. The three-pointer off the mark. Freak with it, and he commits the intentional foul.
James Harden. That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Houston. Freak. At the line for
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Down low. So it's New York picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. For
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal, got Kenny the Jet Smith. Without further ado, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game. How'd you feel about his performance, Kenny?
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We are honored to have you with us for our special presentation of the NBA on this Martin Luther King holiday. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Toronto Raptors. Checking out Toronto, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And today we honor the one and only Martin Luther King Jr., a man who stood for the peace, unity, and equality of all people. It's a great day, Shaq.
That man gave his life for what he believed in. We are forever indebted.
Well, the progress that
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. And this game marks the start of a road trip here for the Raptors. Well, they're certainly excited about this one, and they'll be laying it all on the line as the intensity is palpable. Two top caliber teams facing off on the hardwood to do battle.
This is a special matchup. I mean, we got here tonight. Two rival franchises, a lot of history between the two, and some bad blood. So let's just see how all this adds up in terms of drama.
And guys, I think if you ask them, as far as they're concerned, this game counts twice in the standings. I mean, it carries that kind of weight. It really holds that kind of significance for both of them.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Toronto right now, Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Lowry out there with Corey Joseph. And it's Carroll in at the 3 slot. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey.
He has a very specific approach laid out. He told me that they're going to concentrate on working the ball into the paint as much as possible today and taking advantage of what he believes is a significant edge for them on the interior. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Here's Joseph, following the basket by Freak. Floats one. Here's Patterson. Tries yet again. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. And Carroll gets it to go.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Russell passes to Freak. Lets it go from deep. Carroll with the rebound. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Valanciunas kicks to Carroll. Here's Patterson. And the rebound goes to the Knicks, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Here's Lowry, following the basket by Freak. Outside Lowry. To the paint. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Porzingis. Freak with it. Lowry picks him up. Freak dishes to Anthony. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Anthony's got his first points of the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Valanciunas